Hello, this is Random History Dude, back to talk about Korea for once. So, why do I want to talk about Korea? Well, because Korea is kind of in the news most of the time. That's kind of why I want to do it a little bit. I'm kind of into Korea right now, so that's what I'm kind of wanting to do. But, what am I going to talk about? That is the question. I want to talk about the forgotten people of the Forgotten War. What I mean by that is I am going to talk about the Korean War, which is the Forgotten War. Y'all didn't know that. And I'm going to talk about the POWs in the Korean War, because they're not really that known, because, you know, they're the POWs. Who would want to know about POWs? So, you know what? Let's go first and talk about how propaganda was kind of used in this whole thing. Because that's what we got back home in America, is propaganda. And so, propaganda is a powerful tool in war, but it's not correct. I know, oh, shocker, it's not correct. But, you know, what can you kind of do? So, since it's not correct, I'm going to go dive into what it basically says and what everything. So, I watched this tiny, like, 1 minute to 2 minute long video, and it basically talked about basically what's going on with POWs and everything, and how we are the true and trustful people, while those northerners, the communists don't even let their prisoners have fun and have recreational. They don't even have, they keep their POWs close to the action, while we, the true UN, keep it far, far away from the actual action. Don't worry. Like, these are actual kind of lines, like, make sure there's no diseases like lice or smallpox in their camps. They have tons of recreational activities, and even some of the North Koreans want to switch over. We'll get to that later, but yeah. Besides, I don't believe them, because something that I'm going to talk to you about later. But as you can see, they are way, way into how they look like the perfect and unbreakable United Nations. Okay, I'm not trying to badmouth the United Nations. I'm just trying to say how much propaganda is, okay? So don't take it that I'm actually saying bad things about the UN. I'm just saying how the UN used propaganda to look like they are the good guys and stuff, which technically they were, helping the South Koreans. So let's talk about the UN's prison camps. Now, I forget the convention's name right now, but there was a convention that basically said, this is how you treat your POWs. And so yeah, and so we're like, okay. I think it was like the Bulov Convention. I'm mispronouncing it. I forget how you call it. Basically, it just told you how humanely you have to treat it. And I think this was right after World War II, so, you know. Well, I mean, Korea kinda was like right after. It was like a few years. It was like, what, 5 years? Yeah, it was 5 years. And so, there in the keto, I don't know if you can actually see this, but I don't think you can. But, okay, this is my terrible drawn Korea. I know it's totally wrong, but, so yeah, this is north, this is south, if you could not tell. So, basically, keto, I don't know how to pronounce it because I don't speak Korean. It basically was like here. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure here. I know it's flipped over, so I'm sorry. It's basically here. I might edit that in. I should know. But yes, this is my poorly drawn Korea. But this camp holds 1,700,000 POWs. Now, most of them were North Koreans after they invaded Icheon. I call it Icheon. So, it basically we got here. Basically invaded like here-ish, like here-ish, and then we just kind of swooped down and took tons of prisoners. Now there was some Chinese, but I mean China was not. It was like I think it was like 80 or 75% of the prisoners were North Koreans, while like the rest were Chinese. Which, yeah, that's a lot of prisoners. Actually, I read one article that basically said they were way overcrowded. It was like each place was something. So, yeah, so the North Koreans had like two factions, kind of. They were like the two main factions. They had the pro-communist and the anti-communist. And they clashed. But since they were overcrowded, there was just tons of people coming into one place, and they didn't separate them. So there was like stonings, and it was pretty terrible. Pretty bad. So, since this riot, which I'll get into more later, but since this riot was a really huge thing, they moved it to Ulsan and Chudu. I don't know how to pronounce that, but yeah. So this was Operation Big Switch, which this happened like at the end of the war, where, well, there was it happened at the end of the war, and then there was an Operation Small Switch, which basically all the sick went up there first, and then all the other North Koreans. Which, by the way, how are they sick? We made them immune to what? Lice, smallpox, cheese. Okay, yeah. And so, the first violence happened the 18th and 19th of July, 51st, so 1951. And that was basically some communists, pro-communist and anti-communist kind of started fighting with each other. So that was the first one where we kind of came in and stopped it. And then the second violence was in August and July, 8 guards died. And that's like 1 month apart. So yeah. In the 1950, 8 guards died, sorry. But in September, I don't know the day, sorry. It's the 1951. There was a dude came over. His name was James Van Fleet. I'm guessing he's German, but I'm not completely sure, so don't take my word on that. He came to the POW camp and looked around, because that's a routine thing they do. And he basically said that they had like great like recreational and physical stuff, but they were lacking guards. So he assigned a like police division, which was like 3 police division and like 4 escorts divisions were all there. I think that's included, that one. So yeah, basically that helped, but it didn't help the greatest. He also said, but since that, they had way too much free time, which means they could talk to each other and stuff, and contraband just flooded easily into the camp, which, yeah, that's not a great thing. Since the contraband is such a big thing, they were trying to stop it, but Okay, so in January 18th, 1952, 1,500, I think, communists basically broke out of their compounds, and that was compound 62, by the way, just a fun fact there, and they attacked the anti-communists, and they were trying, and then of an infantry unit. I forget what infantry unit it is right now, but an infantry unit came in and was trying to stop them, but they did, and they killed. How many people did they kill? Did I put down? Oh no, it was the 27th Infantry came in and they killed 75 people and wounding 139. And I think the communists only killed 1. And that's so far all I have. That's it for today, because yeah, if you want more, leave a like. If you want more, leave 10 likes, and I will continue with the story. If not, then I'll stop it here. Okay? And if you get it to 10 likes, then I'll probably come out Friday, maybe Wednesday, maybe. Don't take my word on that, but probably Friday, at least Friday. So if you like this video, please subscribe, comment, or anything. Just do whatever you want. I don't care. It'd be awesome if you subscribe. But, thank you for watching, and goodbye.